Dear Mr. Ma, we are from the National University of Malaysia and now working on a new project titled The Life of Manager. The title of The Manager, we would like to express our gratitude for your taking the time out of our busy schedules to meet with us this interview. Also, we sincerely thank you for allowing us to record the audio and video. As a seasoned professional in the Malaysia study abroad services industry and a senior executive of a company, you have not only witnessed the development of the industry, but have also deeply practiced core management functions such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling in your daily work. We hope that through today's communication, we can learn about our practical experience in the company operation, team management, and services optimistics, as well as your unique insights into the development in the industry. Okay, then we will discuss the several core issues with you during the process. If you need to pursue or provide any additional information, please let us know at any time. Once again, we thank you for your support and collaborations. Now, the interview begins officially. The first question is why did you choose to enter the Malaysia Studies Abroad Services industry in the first place?
Okay, first of all, we do this job because before I also a student from Malaysia before, so I was doing everything by myself because before we don't have the agent so to help us to do this kind of things. So that's why when I start my study, I feel like it's kind of a blur between the information because actually we have facing the information gap. So because in China we're using like Gaokao to just directly go to the university, but in Malaysia we're using the system to make the applications. So actually in that time I even don't know how to get into the website to do the application, so I feel like this is huge gap for the information. So that is the main point I want to start this kind of work. And also for the program, also like for which program we want to study, it's also quite not sure for me before. So that's why we want to give them the advice. We want to, based on the student information and the student itself, to decide which kind of the program is more useful or more good for them. Not just like the parents want the student to study like a computer or study any business. It's more like which one is for the student itself, or more like want to study this program. So this is also one of our job because we are giving them the opportunity to give them the true information and help them to decide which course or which club or which program they want to study.
Wow, fantastic. Since you are such an independent man in your study life, and you can easily find an opportunity and grab it. Okay, let's start with a next question. As a senior manager, in what aspect does the planning function mainly manifest in your daily work?
说的是这个服务行业的这个业务吧，模块嘛。还有一个不同，没事，我们往里剪就行了。
As a services auditor entrepreneurs, what are the core business models of the company?
Okay, just what I said just now. So before, when I doing the study, I feel like the information gap. So our service is actually including everything. Start from make the plan to make sure what the student want to study, which program the student want to study. This is the first step. Then second step is which university is more suitable for the student. Maybe the student want to different program, but this different major is maybe other university is very good at this major. So we will suggest them to choose like based on the information they got. So we suggest them to choose like different university. So this is the first step where our job to do. So we make the plan about the program, about the major, also about the university. And second one, we are doing the application for the student. So basically, the student usually don't know how to make the application because usually we use the application by online system. So every university have their online system, so we help them to do the application. And after that, when we got the offer or when we got the result for the application, we're starting the visa process. So because in China we need to use a visa to come here in Malaysia to study, so we also help them to do the visa process. Because the visa we need to deal with the EMGS. Also sometimes we also deal with the university. So after we done everything for the visa, so they will come to Malaysia and buy the ticket, and also we have the service to pick up from the airport because when you first time in Malaysia, so you are quite confused or quite scared because everything is very new for you. So we pick up from the airport and directly send it to the place we are going to stay. And after that, we are going to have the service for the registration and for enroll university. So actually, this is for all the whole service we got for this company.
Yeah. Based on your answer, I learned about you are such a professional and an expert in the abroad study industry. And as you know, as I know, I can learn from your answers. You have such a perfect study life circle. Thank you. And the next question, as a senior manager, in what steps does the planning functions mainly manifest in your daily work?
Okay, as the daily work, usually we have a planning for the marketing for students. Actually, in Malaysia, we have several intake. For example, we have a March intake, we have a September intake. So based on the intake, usually we do the marketing before they going to university. So we are going to find more students and we do the introduction about the university. And so we have one of the period. So we're going to do the marketing. So this is the first plan. And the second plan is based on the student information, we are going to give them the planning for like which university they are going to study and which major they're going to study. And also we need to because usually for September intake is the biggest intake for whole Malaysia. So in that time we have like many students. We have facing the visa issue, facing the everything issue. So we are more put manpower during this period. So we are more focused on their application and also for the visa and also for after the arrival in Malaysia. So actually, our planning is based on the intake and also based on the number of the students.
Yeah, absolutely. The planning is the first step in the company's schedule. And as I know, the planning is the most important functions, and you can set some objectives. Okay, the next question regarding the organization management. How do you build the team's schedule of your company?
So about this question, actually we have several departments. For example, actually I'm the department of the admission. I'm more doing focus on the student paperwork and also about the application. Also deal with the university for the following up their application result. And if other departments, for example, we have a marketing department. It's more like finding the student and do the introduce to all the some school from China and do the briefing. And sometimes we also like bring some staff from the Malaysia to go to China to do the briefing and introduce about the university. So actually for the managing, we have a different department. So the main point is different department we have a different job. So everyone is focusing on what they do. So that's why we make them to more easy to finish everything.
Oh yes, perfect. Different departments can cooperate, make us the result 1 + 1 bigger. Yes. And the next question, what was the biggest challenge in your encounter in the managing the Malaysia study abroad servicing and company? How to deal with it?
Okay, actually for the biggest challenge, I think we have two main issues we are facing in. So first one is about the marketing. Also, we call it as a trust issue because usually we contact them directly, cannot like just face to face. So we usually contact them through online, through the social media. So it's very hard to, in the short time, make them to trust us and to choose us, also to study abroad. So I think that is the main issue we are facing too, about the trust. And second one is about the policy, because in Malaysia we have a our policies keep changing. This policy is more like their application policy. Sometimes they accept one of the transcript or one of the English certificate, but suddenly they're going to increase their certificate or increase their entry requirement. So it's really hard to convince the student to trust everything. Or this is maybe you just cannot do this. Don't like they are saying we are blaming to the university, but actually the truth is like this. So the first solution is about the trust. So we are doing right now is we make the video and we make a video for different university. We are here, so we make the video different university with staff in the university, so make them to be our trust base, so make the student more easy to trust us. So this is the first solution. And second one is about the policy. So we already know the policy in Malaysia is keep changing about the entry requirement. This is the main issue. So usually we deal with this issue to make sure the student apply more than one university, so we can make sure they can get the offer letter or they get the result with a high percentage.
Yes, obviously you and your cabinet perfectly deal this challenge, and then this process needs so many courage, intelligence, and confidence, and you can perfectly to finish it. That's a fantastic thing. Okay, let's begin the next question. What do you think will be the development trend of the Malaysian studies abroad services industry in the future?
I believe in the future, because right now study in Malaysia is very popular in China, also very popular in this world, because we know Malaysia we have a high QS ranking, and also for our collaborations university also is starting to increase their QS ranking. So this is the main point or the most issue the parents focus on. So I believe in the future study in Malaysia is going to more and more popular. And second thing is about the course, because usually if you study abroad, it feels like you need to spend a lot of money. But in Malaysia, I think it's we cannot say very equal, but it's also more like the course in China. Because for Singapore, for America, so it's a small course. So for this money cost issue, I think this is also the main issue to make the study in Malaysia more popular. Okay.
Yes, in the future, the Malaysian study abroad services industry have a blanket future. And let's begin the next question. For those who aspire to enter the field of international education services and pursue the management positions, what suggestion do you have?
Okay, first thing, I think this kind of job is not just like the business, not like the buying goods or selling goods, because this is more like the education. So you cannot just thinking like, oh, I need to get the money from it. The first point is you are going to have the responsibility, because one of your decision can change one of the student's whole life. Like you suggest them to go to which kind of university, and also you suggest them to study which kind of the program. So this is going to directly affect the student's whole life. So I think this is the main issue they are facing too. I don't want like everyone just going to start this work with just because of the money. So it's more like the responsibility. So I just suggest, if you are having a good heart and with a good responsibility, and like you want the student to become better, it's not just because of the money. So I think this type of the people, I suggest them to come to this kind of the work.
Yeah, undoubtedly. The money student tonight is so important to everything. And then this business is not like a business, not just like a business. It's also like enthusiastic, belief. So thank you for Mr. Wang for taking this time to be an interview. So you shared in detail your work, practice, and experience as a manager of the Malaysia Study Abroad company. This provides us with videos, industry skills. This provides us vivid industry skills for understanding management theory, and also giving us a deeper understanding of the management logics in the study abroad services industry.